Hello YouTube. So today I'm going to check a new issue. So yesterday it was raining so hard and I saw water drops from here and it was completely wet over here and luckily had a rubber mat, so I saw water over here. So this was not wet luckily, and there was water here. So today also it rained and I wanted to confirm the leak is from the windshield. So what I did is, I'll show you outside. See here, I used sellotape. I sticked it all the way to the end so the water doesn't get inside this, right? That's what I did temporarily to make sure that the water is coming from this windshield part. Okay, so now that confirms the water leak was nothing like from the roof rack holes or anywhere else. You can eliminate all those. So the water leak was from the windshield. So now I'm thinking, what should I do? I should take it to the shop and do the windshield repair. But another surprise. So when I open this and see in the top side, when I open this and see, I can see rust inside. So I don't want to change the windshield having the rust inside, so I want to fix that first. So as you can see, I pulled out this rubber and put some masking tape on my glass. So clearly you can see it is rusted over here and little over here, but it didn't go inside. I don't know whether it is clear for you, but it didn't go inside because you see there at the corner there are some dust. So I believe the dust could be blocking the water and kept it stagnant over here, which would eventually flow inside. So the first step, I would say, regular maintenance, just clean out the dust, so which could cause you to prevent the rust. So I'm going to grind this out and then I'm going to paint this. Let's see. I'm going to use this. Okay, the area is nicely cleaned. You can see the metal. I try to clean as much I can go inside. So this is the putty I added. This is a spot putty. So I applied a thin coat around all these spots. Okay, I used a 220 sandpaper, dropped it down. So I used it and sanded it down. It looks smooth. So now I'm going to use the 2000 grade and do a wet sanding. So it would be a lot smoother now with this. I can feel it with my hand. It's lot smoother than before. So I cannot feel any of the scratches from the wire wheel. So that is good enough. I'm flowing very easily. So that's the place. Do it in an even pattern. I have a 1000 grid and a 500. So let me go with the 500 first, then 1000 to make it smoother. on this side. There we go. So this is the 2000 grit sandpaper. Use some water. Still I need to polish, but this is the result before we polish. So the intention was to cover all these inner layer without rust, and this is the area where the rust was earlier. So now it is been primed, painted and clear coated and sanded out. So I need to polish this. I'm going to pour some soap water here. This is Dawn mixed with water. So to find out where exactly the holes are, I'm going to use some soap water and spray air in the bottom, so inside the windshield, so it may make some bubble, so I can find exactly where my problem is. You can pour directly inside this or pour it on the top, it will flow inside. See the air bubbles? See the bubbles coming out of here? But not these places. You can definitely see bubbles over here. Let's go to the other side. So this side is clear, no air bubbles here. The only place I can see where the glue is oozed out, right? So the glues are like coming outside here, so that's the place I see air bubbles coming out. Okay, I have a nose plier, blade and screwdriver. Gently cut this out. Find somewhere recently, but definitely this place the glue is being oozing out. Not sure whether you can see this, but once I remove that bulged rubber, the glue, the previous silicone from there, I started seeing little rust, not too much. It just looks like it started recently. So what I did is I just scraped it with a screwdriver and removed the excess rubber which was bulged there, and I'm going to do a Rust-Oleum rust reformer spray over there, allow it to dry, then let's do the flowable glue, flowable silicone over there. Put the paste, so totally I couldn't see since I sprayed the Rust-Oleum rust reformer. All the place looks same now, so I don't know which place. So let me find out that, and let me go ahead and put the Permatex flowable silicone. So this one is not like tight as other silicone. This is flowable silicone, so it will flow very freely, so it may make some mess, so try to be ready for that. Okay, let's do it all the way from here. Wow, that really flows. kind of hard to see, but it flowed and it made it smooth itself inside. It's not like the normal silicone where it is hard and it doesn't go to shape. It really like flattened out itself, and it's staying like a water over there. And I did it at these corners also. These corners, actually I'm able to see these corners very well. It did flow, see there, and it did smooth out itself, so that's good. So let's keep this and come and see whether it covered all the places where I need to. See that inside, that place, yeah, there, those are the flowable silicone. You can see all the way to the end it flowed. Right here also you can see it's shiny. That's the flowable silicone. Nothing. That's good. It's making a good seal. Let's go. So I'm going to use the flowable silicone and put it inside this grooves. I cleaned this groove. Okay, let's put it inside. Start from one corner, try to push it. It may not go because of the silicone is stuffed inside. Now keep your masking tape near you. Now we are going to do this corner. The plan here is start from the corner. Okay, now I need to allow this to dry. Then if required, I'll do a thin layer of again these rest of the silicone, a thin layer over it to seal. So I think this is more than enough now. So this is how it looks after I put a thin layer of flowable silicone in between the roof and the rubber seal. So all the way. So thin layer so that the water doesn't get inside. So that's it guys, the work is done. So if you have a windshield leak and your windshield is good, you don't need to go and replace. You can just use this flowable silicone and fix it. It works perfect. All I used is some can spray and the flowable silicone, and my job is done. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit like, and if you like to see more videos like this, hit subscribe.